this one. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, 3.
Wait, no.
Too fast. Just the top one.
Oh, okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Don't look around. You are a fiercely independent and strong woman.
Oh,
Don't
no.
look around.
No.
And smart.
Hey, someone who has their thumbs up. What's the difference?
The technologies.
Different technologies will be used in different places. Is there a similarity?
They put both ways.
Stop. You put thumbs down.
No, I put thumbs up.
No, I put thumbs up.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, so hey, do we have a thesis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whip.
Hey, let me ask one this. This full sentence. No, it's not a pretty sentence. Your English teacher would definitely hit you on the head with an English textbook, right? But there's no pretty writing point. Okay? But what we are interested in, all we're interested in the history, and do you have a similarity and do you have a difference? The answer to that is yes. Let's look at one more. Okay? Both routes played a key role in spreading religion, luxury goods, disease, people, and new monetary systems. But on the Silk Road, empires frequently fought to control it, while Indian Ocean trade was more open to all. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is a thesis, but I want to warn you about something. If I read this thesis, I'm going to be very, very, very worried about the rest of your essay. They're doing something that you shouldn't do, and I know what this person's going to do in the body of their essay, and it's going to be ugly. All right? Well, yeah, but there's no ugly run-on sentence point. There's a bigger problem. There's a bigger problem. Go ahead.
They included too much.
Yeah. How many similarities do we need?
1.
1. This is not about all the similarities you know, and it's not about all of the differences you know. This is, do I know one similarity really, 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 really well, and do I know one difference, excuse me guys, really, 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 really well. What I'm worried about is this person is going to, instead of writing about one thing in a lot of depth, they're just going to try to tell me everything they know about similarities, and that's not going to work. All right. So we've made our T-chart. What do we have to have for a thesis? I got to pick one on each side. Which one do you like? Which one of these do you think you know the most about? So that's, all right. I heard a bunch of people say disease. All right. All right. So I look at my list. Then I'm going to ask myself, what's the one I know the most about? Like 6 people just said I know diseases. Cool. That means the rest of the stuff we're not going to talk about. Now, for me, I would have written about luxury goods. So I'm going to write about something you're not going to write about at all. Who messed up? Nobody. It's not about, again, you don't have to show me all of them you know, you just got to show me one really, really, really in depth. Okay? So the fact that I'm going to write a totally different essay than you, that's fine. That's not a problem. Okay? What are we going to pick from this side?
Trade.
Different modes of transport.
Different modes of transportation. I like that one. Matter of fact, that would probably be the one that I wrote on out of these options. So we just got to combine these to make a thesis now. A similarity is that diseases will spread over both trade routes, while a difference is they'll use different modes of transporting goods. 100 teachers who read that should think what?
Good.
That's a thesis. Right. Hey, that's one of the cool things about this system of writing. Miss Albright here should read it. I should read it. Mr. Tuitt over at Northside should read it. We should all look and say, yeah, that's a thesis. It's not hard to give you the point or not. It's very clear if you've done it or if you haven't done it. Okay? So, now we gotta write the body of this thing. How many body paragraphs do you think you'll probably end up with?
33.
2.
2 to 4.
One similarity.
4 difference.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you're saying that our introduction, which would be consisting of our thesis statement
In your context.
and our content,
And then one similarity, one difference. 3 paragraphs. Totally fine.
that's our.
Totally fine. Okay? Alright, so hey, I told you we can do this. Didn't I tell you we can do this? I'm not a liar. Everybody still looks skeevy. I'm a truthful, upright guy. I wouldn't tell you something untrue. Alright, so body of the essay. We got 2 paragraphs. I need a similarity and a difference. Each body paragraph starts off with a topic sentence. What's that topic sentence gonna be?
The Indian
Okay?
trade route and
Similarity and difference?
Similarity or.
Right.
oh.
And where is the similarity I'm gonna get used from?
Different 16.
In the thesis. In the thesis. The similarity I use, the difference I use in my body, in my thesis, guess what?
They use it in the body.
Right. So, we're gonna have a topic sentence. And guess what the topic sentence is? A similarity in Indian Ocean trade and Silk Road trade was this. And it's the same thing you used in the thesis. A difference in Silk Road and Indian Ocean trade was this. Should I ever have difference and similarity in the same paragraph?
No.
Not unless you want points taken with.
Thou shalt not have thy points taken away,
Unless you don't want
but thou
points.
shalt not score the points if thou shalt write similarity and difference in the same paragraph. Okay? Remember, it's not I'm trying to keep points from going away. What is it trying to do? Points. Right, hey, here's the other thing. In an English paper, I wish I had told the other classes, if you weren't sure if something was right or not, did you put it in there?
No.
No. If you're not sure if something's right or not on this one, you should put it in there. Because if it's wrong, can it hurt you?
No.
No. But if it's right, you might get a point off something. So, when in doubt, write it out. Because nothing you write in your essay can hurt you. Either it doesn't help you or it helps you, but it can't, you're not gonna get points taken off for saying that Jesus started Islam. Okay? A closing paragraph is not mandatory. There is no conclusion paragraph. They don't want you to waste time trying to come up with some sort of clever, unique ending to this. So you don't have to worry about that. Spelling and grammar errors are not penalized. Laugh, that's funny. Boo. If you misspell a word, as long as it phonetically makes sense, we're gonna give you credit for it. Now, you misspell a word bad, and then you fall upon Miss Albright's tender mercies, and she gets to decide how bad is too bad. But if you misspelled Chigati because you forgot to put a second T in it, you're gonna be okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright? You're not one similarity and one difference in depth. You're not writing about 7 similarities in one paragraph. If you do that, you're not getting evidence, and Miss Albright will stop reading it. Okay? You're showing a one similarity and one difference that you know in depth. So this is an example. Alright? What's gonna start off my body paragraph?
Your context. Well, not body, your similarity
Or difference.
or difference.
Depending on which one I choose to start with. By the way, should I start off with my similarity or my difference? What should I start off with? I should start off with
With whatever you listed.
the one I feel like I know the best. So if I feel like I can kill the difference, start off with your difference. It makes a good impression on this Albright. Oh, she wrote this one awesome paragraph. Okay? Now, if it's a change in a continuity essay, by the way, the other essays get written the exact same. You just replace everywhere that this said similarity and difference with what? Change in continuity. Or cause and effect. If it was a change in a continuity essay, I always suggest you write continuity first so then you can show what changes. On this one, it doesn't matter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Alright, so Muslim merchants played a key role in trading on both the Silk Road and the Indian Ocean. Here's one of the reasons why having a topic sentence is really important. Let's go back to our rubric. Hold on. I get a point if I have a similarity in my essay. If I have a topic sentence of a similarity, and in the next paragraph I have a topic sentence of difference, how many points do I got?
2.
I got 2. And oh, by the way, if I combine those in with thesis, what do I got? 3. It's that simple. You have a thesis, the lowest grade you should make is a 3. Like, the lowest is a 3. We can do that. Okay? Because being a merchant was to follow in the footsteps of Muhammad himself, being a merchant was not a profession, blah, 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 blah. Now, the next thing we said was this. If you have 3 pieces of evidence in your essay, you get a point. The essay is the vocab. What are the pieces of evidence that I have in this paragraph?
The definition.
What are the specific examples of evidence I have? Look at it. And they would be words. Is that?
I think so.
That's a good example.
Indian Ocean.
Alright. So, this is never evidence because this is the question. Does that make sense? So that's not, so what would be evidence?
The
What's the first piece of evidence I have? Go ahead.
The sentence that started with the code.
What's the first specific piece of evidence I have? Muhammad. Okay? When I say that Muhammad is related to this, that's one piece of evidence. Because I'm showing people, and this is where you're showing what you know. This was in my head, now let me show you that I know this. Alright, what else becomes historical evidence?
Merchant.
East Africa.
Alright, right. Does it say in the question where the Silk Road and the Indian Ocean are? No. So when I can show that I know where these trade routes are, guess what that is? That's historical evidence. What else is going to be historical evidence in this?
Asia.
Asia is not, because it has to be a region. Asia is not a region. If I said East Asia, or South Asia, or the Middle East, yes, that would actually be too broad. Is that Islamic Caliphates? Correct. What else would be evidence?
Universal language.
Increased use of Arabic in universal.
Yeah, it's not that, it's
Arabic.
Arabic.
I thought so.
Okay. And then it goes on. Banking checking systems make carrying the wealth of trade much easier and safer because of this. What becomes evidence here?
Banking and checking.
Banking and checking. Let me ask this question. Do these things become evidence? No. What would I have had to do for those to be evidence?
Specific project foods.
Right. If I had said coffee, if I had said lemons, if I had said sugar, which Muslims break.
Quick corn rice.
Okay. Champa rice, absolutely. If I had said the compass or the lateen sail. So, because I don't give specific examples, this doesn't count as evidence. Now, going back to this, you guys got this picture?
I'm gonna post it.
Alright, going back to this. Let's talk about the essay points, because I told you we'd come back to this. You can get 2 evidence points. How many pieces of evidence do you have to have total to get 1 evidence point? 3. So, Did that one paragraph have 3 pieces of evidence?
Yes.
Yes, so I got 1 evidence point. I actually had like 6 pieces of evidence in there, right? Okay, what do I have to do now to get this second point?
One more.
At that 4 pieces of
So,
evidence supporting
for-
both
for-
sins and difference.
So why am I only getting 1 piece of point for evidence if I just had 6 pieces of evidence?
This is always a
Similarities.
It's all just for similarity. So now my next paragraph needs to be my difference paragraph. How many pieces of evidence would I have to have in that paragraph to get the second point?
At least 4.
At least
One, at least.
1. To get both points, I have to have 4 total and at least 1 each. So since I had 6 for similarity, how many do I have to have for difference?
1.
Just 1. If I only had 2 for similarity, what would I have to have?
2.
I have to have 2. Alright, how many evidence points do I get if I have 1 piece of evidence for similarity and 1 piece of evidence for difference?
0.
0, because I have to have at least 3 total to get 1 point. Does this make sense? Okay. I'm hoping you're saying to yourself, this doesn't seem hard. There's a reason for it. This isn't hard. If you got this, and you guys all have this, you can write a totally killer LEQ essay. So, I've been authorized to give homework. I'm very excited about this. Here's what you're gonna do right now. I saw that glare. I saw that look. Son of a gun. No, simple. Important. This will help you. And the more that you get done in the next 12 minutes, the more I can help you use some feedback. Here's what I want you guys to do. I do not care which one of these things you use. I want you to write 1 body paragraph. Just 1. And it should start off with what?
The topic sentence.
A similarity is this, or a difference is this. And then back it up. Okay? Go team.